I mean, why are you asking so many women to marry you? What is the deal, bro? Like, marriage. Hey, you guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so we are getting into yet another Married at First Sight reaction video. So pretty much we're gonna go ahead and jump into it because we already know the characters. Well, not the characters, we already know the couples, so we can jump right into exactly what the episode is about. This episode is pretty much where they have been given their first assignment from the therapist, whatever, from they received their first assignment, and pretty much they were asking questions around love. And, you know, they kind of got together and pretty much kind of got a feel for how one another was feeling. So I'm going to jump right into Haley and... what is this man's name? I either forget her name or I forget his name. Is his name Jake, y'all? What is this man's name? Anyway, we'll get right into them. Now, I'm going to be honest. I have been saying from video to video that that they dropped the ball. The experts, that's them. Therapist. Okay, they dropped the ball on this season. They did not. I don't know if it was rushed or what have you, but y'all, when they put these two together, it's just not it. I don't know if they're trying to what. She is clearly not attracted to him by any means. And granted, they are not the first couple who were not attracted to their partner in the beginning. But listen, I think it's a physical thing and it's a personality thing. It's really not working. Now, she did go and decide to kind of buy some clothes for him. And I will say, y'all, when he put on that button up, I said, he might be a little cute right there now. And we put on what I would like to call that baseball. See, I said, see, you don't look like somebody grandpa. You look like you could be a sexy dad, right? Well, not sexy. You could be kind of a attractive dad right then. And I was like, okay, so maybe, you know, if he changed up how he dressed, she would be attractive. But here's the thing with that. Sometimes you have to err on the side of caution when you decide to change your partners, the way they dress or something about them, because you don't want them to lose themselves in trying to please you. And granted, you want it to be attracted to them, but they still have to be them. And so it's a touchy thing. Sometimes it works out for the good and they end up enjoying that makeover, and sometimes they just kind of feel like this person is trying to change them. So we shall see. Now, he is one that really jumps to conclusions. God knows he does. He's like, there's no sexual attraction, so I don't see how this is going to work. And he definitely does, like, shoot off a lot of kind of hurtful things or things that cause to make things worse. It's almost like she can't have time to try and get to know him. Now, granted, she is kind of moving at a slow pace or whatever, but she's really not the first or the last that has moved kind of slow. I mean, either she gets on with the program and it doesn't work, or she does. But he really is like, you're not attracted to me, this isn't going to work. And they really have a full-on, like, disagreement. She actually gets very bothered about it. And I can kind of feel her on that, because it's like, dang, every time I'm not doing something your way or something that you think should go, you know how it should go, you're accusing me of things, and it doesn't really make me want to kind of open up. So I can feel her on that. Now, I do also understand when she went to go hang with Paige that he was kind of like alluding of trying to figure out when she was going to come back, so that they could finish their conversation. Now granted, we are not mind readers or whatnot, but at the same time, it is you do have to have respect for your spouse and kind of communicate when you do plan to come home. Or if you know there is an issue on the table on both ends, he can kind of be like, I would hope that, after you get done, that we could finish our conversation. So maybe if he kind of said that before she left, hopefully she would have came back down. But at the same time, when your husband is kind of giving you a hint, you should go ahead and soon start be wrapping things up, because sometimes they send you a little text here and there, but when they start, hey, what you doing? About what because I will say my husband will do it sometimes, is they don't come right out and say what time you coming home. It'll be something like, hey, what you doing? I miss you. We kind of hungry. Like, what I'm saying? Just kind of put little tidbits in there. They kind of say, hey, I kind of do want you to come home, but I ain't trying to tell you what to do type situation. So yeah. Moving on to Virginia and Eric. I can definitely see Virginia. I don't know. Virginia, I feel like they could work, but I do definitely think she needs to scale back this drinking, because I really feel like he tries to drink with her to match her, to kind of try to like compromise with her, but at some point she's gonna have to bring that thing down, because this man do not drink like that, clearly. Now, I am glad that he was able to take a little small trip during the process, because I was worried, I was like, with him being a pilot, did he kind of take an extended leave or whatever for the show, and that she may not get a taste of what it's like for when he leaves on a trip until after the process. So I am glad that he did kind of go on a trip prior to the process being over. Now, my thing that I didn't quite like is, I'm kind of on both ends of the stick, because she was saying that she would text it, like he didn't really communicate back as much as she thought he would be. And I can understand if the whole time he was in the air and he was operating the plane. I mean, let's be real, I can't text you back. But if it was like there was downtime when he could have sent a text or did a call and he didn't, I do think that is wrong, because he did expect her to send multiple texts and check in when she was gone, and so that's where it looks like it's a double standard. So I'll be interested to see what was the reason behind that. Now, I thought it was super duper cute. Oh, backing it up. So when they asked the question as far as love goes, he pretty much was doing a lot of comparisons, saying that technically he hadn't been in love with any other women outside of his marriage before. And I could definitely see that it kind of feels like you're having to compare it to her, because if it doesn't meet that standard, then he's not going to fall in love with you, because that is how it seemed at first whenever he kind of said it. But once he took her back to her his place and did that whole dinner, put the lights down low, and really let her know that he's never felt this way about anybody before him, I really feel like it really helped her put her guard down. So I hope that will help her be more to kind of fit more in, because I really think they could work if she does more compromising and he kind of really articulate what it is that he's trying to say, because sometimes with that age barrier, it does come off a little weird. You kind of really have to explain yourself, because I don't know what you mean type situation. So yeah. Where we at now? Oh, going back to Haley and Jake, I think that's his name. I did think it was cute that he did have that pool party at his house. I think, kind of trying to do things her way. She really likes to have fun, and I really feel like if he releases and has fun and not be so stuffy, they could possibly get closer. Do I know they're gonna work? I don't know. Moving on to Ryan and Carla. I thought it was super cute for him to be a fitness fanatic, to take her on that donut date. That was super duper cute. Now, he was really kind of asking things about, I believe he was asking things about goals and things of that sort. I don't really remember offhand what he was asking, but she really was just like, I'm just trying to enjoy my donuts. I feel like I'm at a motivational speaker type situation, and it really rubbed him the wrong way. I'm like, well, dang, are we just, is that the sexual tension? coming in and that's why you a little bit more moody, or what is it? But dang, you had to kill that man's hope and dreams like that. He did not like that, and you can see that on his face. Moving into Brianna and Vincent. Oh my God. When they were talking, when they did the assignment, it was so cute when they both admitted to loving each other. Oh my God, it was so sweet. Now with Brianna, I can definitely agree with her when she spoke about when she is first in a relationship, that she points out all the flaws, she sees all of them, and then once she actually once she's been with them a while and starts to get with them, she doesn't notice the flaws, and that's how she knows she's in love. I can definitely say that is how I am or was, because I'm clearly married. I call it my critical period. Because in that critical period, and it has no time limit of how long it normally lasts, but you could do something so small and it could really turn me off from you, and I just be like, yeah, this ain't gonna work, and be ready to kind of like shut it down. And then once we get together, you could do something, either the same exact thing or something much worse, and I have more grace with you because I am in love. Now, granted, my husband, he had done something that I was like, I can't. This ain't gonna work. And ironically, he was the only, clearly, because he's my husband, was the only one that bounced back. Now, I did stop talking to him for a little bit, but he was the only one that bounced back, that was able to come back from the critical period. Because most of the time, anybody who messes up in the critical period, I'm done. I can't come back from it. Case closed, the end. Obviously, like I said, he's my husband. He's the only one who made it through the critical period. Only person. And I was like, woo! Clearly, he must be my Mr. Right. Because I ain't never been to nobody to make it through there. Like, if it's done, it's done. So I could definitely feel her on that. And I'm glad that they both were feeling the same way at the same time. Now, they went to go and went to this dance class. And I was really upset how this man got upset like that, because he wasn't he wasn't good at it. Now, granted, I am a perfectionist or whatever as well. And I'm trying to be deliberate. But listen, this did not cause for a whole attitude, bro. Do better with the attitude. Dear God. Again, we save the best for last. Paige and Chris. So, Paige goes and the pastor, I'm calling him the pastor friend, pretty much goes and reaches out to Paige or whatever, and kind of talks to her about things. And he definitely agrees that Chris made a big mistake. And we all know he made a big mistake. I was shocked.com when I found out this man has not only been engaged before Paige. Well, he's married now. But he was engaged before Paige. Was engaged prior to that. He definitely, in my opinion, is gung-ho on the idea of marriage. And that is something that really grinds my gears. Granted, everybody dreams, especially women, dreams of being married. But you cannot be in love with the idea of marriage, because marriage is work. Say it again for the people in the back. Marriage is work. It is not, and I have not been married long. We about to be on 6 months very soon. But at the same time, people don't realize it is work. It is not always happy-go-lucky all the time. You have really good times, and sometimes you have a bad time, and sometimes you have a really bad time that make you be like, help me, Lord. Who did you send me? I don't know. I don't know who this person is. And then you go back. It's like a cycle. And then you go back to the beautiful moments. And so it's very important to make memories in those beautiful moments, because those beautiful moments is what gets you out of the storm. And we're not going to get on. I never did do the marriage and Are You Ready for Marriage video to end the series, but I definitely am going to get into that. But I really want people to stop being so in love with the idea of marriage. Because Chris, why are you asking so many women to marry you? What is the deal, bro? Like, marriage is serious. You cannot just be asking folks just because. You can't be trying to squeeze on out of this thing every time it's something you don't like, because that's how you know you're not ready. Again, we'll leave it there. That's a whole different video. What really took me back, I don't know about anybody else, but pastors, first of all, the fact that you have your pastor and your pastor is your friend, that's a whole different level. I don't even know how that works, but cool, you got it. How are you just gonna cut the pastor off because he decided to talk to Paige? Childish. Bruh. Ain't gonna say, yeah, you. I mean, it's the smugness for me. It's the audacity to come in here like you got it like that. Cause can we just clear the air and say that this man is not that fine to be acting like he acted? Can we just say, oh yeah, you had a lot to say about people. And I was all team Paige when she says, listen to me. Let me tell you something. I don't like my time to be played with. I was like, you better play it back. But what also pissed me off is in that same moment, not same moment legitimately, but before the end of the scene, you agreeing to reset and start over. Here's the thing. Marriage is by God. You're exactly right. But let me tell you something. I don't know about the God you serve, but the God I serve would not have sent me a man to put me through this. These are all the red flags right here. He is waving them like, hey, abort mission. God is not going to send, and again, you will have to work in your marriage, but your Mr. Right is not supposed to put you through that. I'm just going to say that. Anywho's, moving on. So what I want to really have happen is, can they both say, like, Paige, if you could say that man was well behind closed doors and that's what you like, say that, sis. Can't nobody come for you, because we've all had that one person that be like, I know he ain't hitting on nothing, but behind closed doors, I just can't let it go. I get it. Say that, sis, so that we don't keep looking at you like you stupid. Okay? And for Chris, say that if she got the wop, she got the wop. And say that, because clearly that's what's happening. You sweet talking her because you know she gonna drop him. I'm sick of all of y'all. And I am sick of the experts, because I really feel like I'm upset because it's a black couple, for one. Let's just call it spade a spade, because Mindy didn't have to go through this. Mindy was able to get out, but the issue is that this is a black couple and the ratings is high, and so they're gonna probably stay on the whole entire time just for the ratings. I'm over it. This is not what the show is supposed to be about. Like I said, the day ones is going to be here regardless. But this right here, putting her through all of this, it's just, it's disgusting. I'm still watching it, but it's disgusting. That's my 2 cents on this week's story. Let me know how you feel about the show thus far. How did you feel about this episode? Again, feel free to comment in the comment box. I would love to have dialogue and bring some of your comments onto the video as we go through this season, because I am here for all the reactions. Okay, all the reactions. I know we're sick of it. We're sick of it all. We're sick of it, but we're gonna come here to discuss. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you next week for another reaction video. Love you guys. Bye.